It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Brewdog and it's a bottle of their Hoppy Christmas Festive Pale Ale coming in at 7.2% ABV. There's a look at the label. Here's the bottle cap. White bottle cap with a red dog this time. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Merry Christmas to all our viewers from around the world. It's a great time of year to be drinking beer. And I just want to stand here in front of you and wish you all the very best for Christmas. So, Brewdog Hoppy Christmas. Beer in the glass is a one finger slightly off Whitehead. It's a deep amber mahogany coloured ale with a nice light lifting carbonation from around the glass. Look at that. It's very clear. The clarity is great. Let's get the aroma. And yeah, absolutely. 7.2% hoppy pale ale from Brewdog. What else would you expect than loads of hoppy flavour? Papaya, mango, pineapple, grapefruit, lemon, orange peel. Smells great. Let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah, it's really good. It's very sweet up front. You get all of that punch bowl fruit in the middle. And now while I'm speaking, this hop bitterness charges on the back of your palate. It's quite a long delay. I went for the second sip. I was thinking, I need to go again. I need to find this bitterness. But whilst I was speaking, while I was talking to you about that sweetness and that punch bowl fruit, that bitterness on the back end just came out of nowhere. And it just cleared my palate out completely. It's a beer that demands you drink it. It's a beer that when you finish that sip, you want to take another sip. You don't want to leave it alone. You want to harass it. You want to just... And please drink responsibly, but you want to drink it as fast as you can. 7.2% ABV. It's got great balance to the beer. I really like that sweetness up front. It really helps to balance that massive bitterness on the back end, and it probably does a lot to put that delay in place where you're waiting and you're waiting for that hot bitterness to kick in, and then it comes out of nowhere, poof, that bitterness charges on. In between them two sensations, I'm not saying nothing's happening. It's a sensation, so you pick up the sweetness, you pick up the bitterness, but in between you're picking up flavour. So you're getting all of that lovely, juicy mango, passion fruit, papaya, sweet kind of grapefruit, bitter grapefruit with some sugar on to make it a little bit sweet. It's orange peel, fleshy blood orange. You name it, you know, this beer, if you think of a fruit that's very kind of flavoursome, a load of vitamin C in, and it's quite sharp, then this is the flavour that's in this beer. Whether it be mango, whether it be grapefruit, pineapple. And it's a nice level of carbonation also. It's a carbonation that it doesn't interfere with the beer. It has to be there. It lifts the beer. It helps to push the beer around the inside of the mouth. You're enjoying it. But it's not interfering. It's not bloating you out. It's not over carbonated in the mouth where it feels like you've got one of them fizz bomb sweets in there and it's kind of fizzing everywhere. It's not one of them carbonations, but it's there. It's pleasant. It uplifts the beer. And I'll let you into a little secret. This was a Christmas present from my wife, craft beer lady. She went out to Cardiff yesterday, popped into Brewdog on the way home and brought me some beer. I thought to myself, I don't want to open it on Christmas Day. She let me have it. She said, look, you know, do what you want with it. And I thought, if I open this Christmas Day, I'm not going to want to review a beer Christmas Day. I'm not really going to want to review a beer Boxing Day. I'll probably put a review up Boxing Day, but I won't want to do any filming over the Christmas, over them 2 days. You know, it's time for family. It's time for my little family to play games with them and whatever. So I thought to myself, it'll be past it. If I don't review it soon, it'll be you might as well review it next year, and it'll be past its sell-by date then. So thank you to my wife for buying me these beers. That and the Santa Paws, very kind of her. Rating for this beer, I'm going to give it, I like it, I do, but I think I prefer their jackhammer. I think there's just something a little bit more about their jackhammer. This is still a very good beer. It's still a very solid 8 out of 10. I enjoyed the bitterness. I enjoyed the flavours. I think I could have done with a bit more bitterness. I think if the IBUs were up another 10, I think it would be, you know, when I shout and scream in front of the camera, say how much of a wonderful beer this is. But you know by now, you watch so many of my reviews, thank you for that, that you know when I've got one of these great beers in my hand, when I shout and scream and rave. And you probably know when I like a beer, but it's not quite hitting that rooftop level. Yeah, it's an 8 out of 10 beer. It's a very, very good beer. It's well worth trying. But I'd probably put a little bit more of the international bittering unit into it. You know, another 10 maybe. Another 10 IBUs. Thanks for watching. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews, and cheers.